Lord, I have loved the habitation of thy house, and the place where thine honor dwelleth. Psalm 26, 8. David declares his love for God's dwelling place. Duty does not drive him there, but a love for God draws him to worship. The tabernacle stood in David's day, not yet the temple. It comprised canvas and curtains, not stone and cedar. But God's presence made it precious. The Lord's honor dwelt there, and the Shekinah glory rested above the mercy seat. The word habitation means dwelling place. David loves where God dwells. Today, believers gather in churches made of wood and brick, but God still meets his people. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. Matthew 18:20. The phrase, "the place where thine honor dwelleth," points to God's special presence. His honor, his glory, and his majesty rest there. The tabernacle becomes holy ground when God's people worship in spirit and truth. David's son Solomon later built the temple. At its dedication, the glory of the Lord had filled the house of the Lord. 1 Kings 8:11. The priests could not stand to minister because God's majesty filled the place. Gather not my soul with sinners, nor my life with bloody men. Psalm 26:9. David makes a desperate plea. He asks God not to sweep him away with the wicked and not to let his end match theirs. At death, souls are gathered like wheat at harvest time. David fears being bundled with sinners. He wants separation from their fate. Jesus told a parable about wheat and tares. Let both grow together until the harvest. And in the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, gather ye together, first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them. Matthew 13:30. Bloody men refers to violent people and murderers, those who shed innocent blood for personal gain. David wants no part of them. Their hands drip with blood, and their consciences bear the stains of their sin. Proverbs warns, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. Proverbs 1:10. In whose hands is mischief, and their right hand is full of bribes. Psalm 26:10. David describes the wicked in more detail. Their hands hold schemes, their palms accept bribes. The word mischief means evil devices and wicked plans. They plot harm, and they scheme the destruction of others. Their minds work overtime, devising trouble. The evil judge takes money under the table, and the verdict changes. But justice dies. An inspector accepts cash, and the violation disappears, but safety suffers. The politician sells his vote, and the people lose. David explains, their right hand is full of bribes. The right hand symbolized power and action in ancient Israel. He describes how wicked people fill the land with corruption and not with good works. The prophet Micah condemned such people. The heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money. Micah 3:11. For these wicked people, everything had a price, and nothing stayed sacred. David loves God's house, where honor dwells. The wicked love money, where dishonor grows. He seeks God's presence. They seek illegal profits. He wants clean hands. They grab dirty money. God will one day separate his people from the evil doers. The wicked face judgment, and David wants no part of their fate. Their hands scheme mischief while they clutch bribes. David chooses God's presence over sin's promises.